How you going, guys? Welcome to what I'm going to try to make my channel about my S2000 build and what I'm generally going to be going and doing with it. It's the first time I'm trying this sort of vlogging thing, but it's something a bit different. I figure that you guys might be interested. It's a chassis like this for drifting. You know, normally they're seen on the circuit, like doing real good lap times, but just trying to stand out a bit with building what's actually really a complicated chassis. It's been a pain in my ass, to be honest, so I'm just going to tell you what I'm planning on doing. Few of the steps that I'm going through, some stuff I've been working with, some really exciting things which I can't quite tell you yet, but it's going to happen. And that's it. So hopefully I get better at this as I go along. I hope you like the content, but we'll just get into it, really. So what I'm going to build here is a 2000 AP1 S2000. I've had a bit of a muck around already. I've actually got two. There's another one. I had to buy that one just to replace this engine. Actually, some of you probably already know that I've had a bit of trouble with it, but major score for me. This car, even though it had been crashed in the front and was a write-off, it had actually only done 22,000 Ks. So it's in really, really good condition. All the running gear, everything was sweet. The guy that I bought it off actually went through and they pretty much cut everything in front of the strut tower and then put a new one back on the chassis plant and everything. So the car was straight. I actually drove it on the trailer. But my plan all along was actually to rip the running gear out, turn this into a drift car, which I started with trying to do the wide body. I've got like a circuit garage wide body that I'm gonna put on it. But then this car, which was my daily, I actually am pretty much not allowed to use it for anything track-wise due to the roll safety that we've got. And so it's not really useful for me. It's a very unpracticable car. And since I couldn't use it at the track how it was, I just decided I'm just going to cage this one too. And use it for as many events as I can. So that's pretty much what I'm looking at doing at the moment. So yeah, so the plan with this car is actually to use it for actually everything. I might even try something like gravel sprints and rally sprints and things. My plan is to use this for as many events as possible, but use it as more of a fun car, sort of road legal type of a car, rather than like a full battle car. I'll say that now, but you guys have seen me drive, and I'm sure that won't go down very well, to be honest, but we'll see. It's nice and pretty at the moment. We'll see how far that stays. So the other thing that I got already prepared, roll cage, and it's not here yet, but what I'm doing today is I'm actually going to rip this manifold off, exhaust manifold. My good friend's coming over. He's actually going to make me a custom manifold. I've got turbos, wastegate, everything is all sorted. That's all thanks to Turbo Care. Those guys have been looking after me for the longest, actually. They've been one of my best sponsors, so I'm bloody stoked to have you guys on board, really. I'm going to try build something really special here to say thanks and drive the tits off it, really. Not really sure what else I can go through right now. Just went to did a few missions today. Got some axle stands, a vice, stuff I've never actually had before. And this sweet tool. Where's the good lighting? There. So this is like a angle sensor sort of a thing. I've been doing my wheel alignments at home pretty much with like a tape measure and a friend for forever. So that's just more about being able to do that sort of thing at home. I might try learn how to use that to figure out caster and a few more settings, just so I can do my alignments sort of roughly at home. I've generally not actually been too big with wheel alignments. I generally tend to drive the car, see how it feels, and I carry a spare spanner with me at all times. Actually, I'll be able to show you. So just on the other side of the car now, here it is. Take one of these with me wherever I go. This is a tool I actually really like. I got it for work, but I just ended up using it for everything. It like slides open and clicks into place. It's like a crescent slip jaw type of a thing. but it pretty much undoes everything. I've adjusted almost everything I need to on my car while taking it for a drive. So that's how I've generally been running. So yeah, so now what I'm going to do, get this car up in the air. I'm going to rip that manifold off, get Nick to come over here and pretty much size it up, see what room we've got to work with. It's not a lot, there's heaps going on, there's ABS pumps and all sorts of things, but we'll figure it out. I've done a lot of research and what way you can go about it, and there's a few ideas from other like manufacturers I like, others that I don't. So yeah, just going to start into that, and I'll see you guys later on. Peace. Right guys, so I've just had my mate Nick come around and help me make, think about how to make this bloody manifold. So we just cracked on with it. It's bloody chilly out here. My nips are about to fall off. I'm pretty amped to get inside. Spend all day on this. I'll show you guys what I've been up to. So I did actually end up getting the manifold off. Oh, hello! So this is actually the beast, to be honest. It's I'm going to have to actually check the numbers exactly, but it's like a S2000 Borg that the guys from TurboCare have done for me. They've even bloody etched my name in it. Look at that. Drift 300. That'll probably do the job. It's pretty big. I'm not sure. We're struggling a wee bit to actually get it like under the bonnet line there. Even though that's not where it's sitting. It's roughly going to, and I'll try to do this with one hand, but she's a big Johnny. It's roughly going to sit like this, ish. We've got, I've looked at a few online, and I'd like the idea of having the sort of downpipe running over the top. It looks like under here it gets pretty tight because this is where we have the collector. I'm going to have to delete the factory oil cooler, which is fine. But after the oil cooler's gone, it should be actually quite a lot of space in there. I will be putting an oil cooler on it, and I've got an adapter plate from my old engine that I'm going to run for that, to run the AM line straight out the front, so that will, delete the factory oil cooler, and put a proper, instead of the oil heat exchanger, it'll be an oil cooler, so that's all good. At the moment it looks like the ABS pump's actually going to be able to stay there, not that I actually want it. It was just more to give us more of a challenge, just in case we haven't had enough of one. But looks like we'll be able to fit everything in there sort of quite nicely, so that's good. And the other thing I've been up to today is I've gutted the interior completely. Not completely. That's still all in there, but I was just getting real carried away with the seats. And at the moment, this is a race seat I managed to buy cheaper for mate, and it's wicked. It fits in my larger body quite well, but it doesn't fit in the car. I've actually managed to absolutely smash it. Look at that. Pretty much brand new seat. Just freaking cooked it. Then I got this other seat, which another friend of mine's lent me just to be testing it out, which actually fits me alright, and it fits in the car with heaps of room. But even when I'm in the car with the hard top, before putting the roll cage in, I'm going to have about maybe 100mm between my head and the hard top. But that is running a seat rail there. When it focuses, it's not focusing, it's probably too dark. Yeah, so that is running with that. No custom floor sort of stuff yet. The biggest problem, actually, I'll get the light. Biggest problem I've got with that is that big hump. Sure you can see it. Oh yes, you can absolutely see it. That's for the cat converter. So under the car, that's that there. Oh, that there is the big hump that normally goes for the cat converter, and I don't have it anymore for my spare car. My other body. I just took a massive hammer and smashed the hell out of it. And that actually makes this race stick seat fit quite a bit better, but I don't actually want to do that to this road car. So I'm going to try find another way. I think I'm going to have to actually buy another seat, which I suspected I was going to anyway. But the other problem, this is actually the big problem for the race stick. S2000s have this weird tunnel, like how wide it is. It tapers out and it's like a big bulky bloody thing like this. And so that's like how far out it comes, and that fouls on the seats pretty much. and from the top, might be easier to see how skinny it is sort of there, and then it tapers out real big. And yeah, anyway, that's where the seat fails, and that's just another problem. But other than that, the cage kit looks like it's actually going to fit alright. So yeah, so the cage kit looks like it's going to fit sweet. And even with the hardtop, with everything, like I'm going to be well below the cage as it is, but not sort of too far below it. Even the lateral that runs along the top of the roof, that's going to be along sort of the inside of that. It's going to be pretty close to my head, but that's all I can sort of really do with the little car like this. So yeah, that's pretty much it for probably this weekend. I'm not going to achieve a hell of a lot tomorrow. Nick's going to work away on that manifold through the week, and probably next weekend we'll get into actually having a look what that's like to put on the car, because actually putting it on past the studs is a whole nother problem compared to actually even making the thing. So we'll see. So I'm going to crack on maybe with a little bit of work tomorrow, but I'll make some more content in the following weekend. See you guys. Thanks for watching.